So my first one is from a system architecture point of view or perspective. How do you design a scalable pipeline basically that ingests heterogeneous athlete data like wearables, vision systems, EMRs, and contextual game data while maintaining, low latency and high fidelity?
So, but the most important thing that I try to architect first before looking at any tech stack or how I want to implement or what the user is using, the power to ingest all of this different data, infinite data sources, and put them in a pipeline is really the process of which we clean it and store it. If you almost think about it like a library, you go into a library, they have a naming convention for every book. You can go right to it, that's where that book is. But most sports teams right now, they don't operate like that. It's just files and platforms across the board. So, and they all look completely differently. They're all structured differently. Most people don't use athlete IDs, they use the first and last name. Anyone that works in databases or tech knows that that's going to get messy really fast. So it's about having a structure, a system, and a process that you ingest the data, and what are those steps that you're taking to not just clean it, not just remove errors. Yes, that's important, but it's how are we systematizing this? How are we transforming this? How are we naming these things? And you look at there's multiple platforms out there that track miles per hour. Well, one platform might track it as miles per hour. One platform might track it as speed. There needs to be a convention of which you tag both of those so when they come into your system, you're seeing them as the same thing, but now you can differentiate what type of source it is. So how I architect it is really getting down to, in the sports vertical, really getting down to how do we clean, process, and store and almost create that library Dewey Decimal System for sports and athlete data.